I've failed at building habits so many times I've lost count. Meal prep. I'd do it once, then I'd order takeout for the rest of the month. Reading consistently, on and off. It never really stuck. Meditation, same thing. But in the last few months, I've built 3 habits that actually stuck. A 30-day meditation challenge, permanently deleting social media. And now I'm consistently making these YouTube videos, something I never thought that would really stick. And here's what changed. I stopped relying on motivation and started using a system that works with the way your brain actually forms habits. And in the next 10 minutes, I will show you the exact 6-step framework I used. No willpower required. We will cover why most people fail within the first week, the neuroscience behind what actually works, and the specific daily actions that make habits automatic. By the end of this video, you will have a step-by-step system you can start today. Without this system, you will start strong on day 1 and quit by day 4. Let's break that cycle. Here's the truth that nobody wants to admit. You're not failing at building habits because of a lack of discipline. You're failing because the advice you've been given is oversimplified BS that ignores how humans actually work. Maybe you've looked in the mirror before and thought, I really thought I'd be further ahead by now. You have tried the apps, you've read the books, you've made the plans, and somehow you're still stuck in the same patterns. Here's the problem. Most habit advice treats you like you're a robot. Just do it every day. Stay consistent. Be disciplined. But your brain doesn't work like that. Research shows that it takes on average 66 days to form a new habit. Not the mythical 21 days everyone talks about. And that's if you do everything right. When you slip up once, your brain activates what psychologists call the what the hell effect. You think you've already blown it, so you give up completely. One missed day becomes one missed week and it's over. The system I'm about to show you is different. It's designed for real people with real lives and real struggles. It worked for me when everything else failed. What I discovered was that sustainable habits aren't built on motivation. They are built on understanding how your brain creates automatic behaviors. Think about it. You don't need motivation to brush your teeth. You don't need willpower to check your phone. These actions are automatic because they've been wired into your brain through repetition and environmental cues. The difference between habits that stick and habits that fail comes down to 6 specific principles. I call it the 30-day habit framework. And this is exactly what I teach in depth inside AI Wellbeing Mastery. The complete system with AI prompts, tracking templates, and daily accountability. But I will give you the core framework right here. Let's get into it. Step 1. Start so small it feels ridiculous. This is the opposite of what people do. They say, I'm going to meditate for 30 minutes every morning. Then day 1 hits and 30 minutes feel impossible. Your brain resists big changes but loves tiny wins. When I started meditating, I didn't jump into long sessions. I started with just a few minutes. That's it. Some days I would do more when I felt like it, but I'd never force it. And after a couple of weeks, those few minutes felt natural. So I gradually increased over time. And here's the rule. Make it so easy you can't say no. If you want to exercise, start with 1 push-up. If you want to read, start with 1 page. If you want to meditate, start with 2 minutes. The goal isn't intensity. The goal is showing up. Because once you're there, you'll often do more. But even if you don't, you've maintained your streak, and that's what matters for building automaticity. B.J. Fogg, who researches behavior change at Stanford, calls this tiny habits. The science backs it up. Small wins create momentum. Momentum creates confidence. Confidence creates consistency. Don't start big and flame out. Start small and build up. Step 2. Make it easier to do the right thing than the wrong thing. Most people rely on self-control. But self-control is a limited resource. You've only got so much of it each day. Here's what works instead. Change your environment so the habits become the path of least resistance. When I wanted to delete Instagram, but kept checking it mindlessly, I didn't rely on willpower. First, I made it harder to access. Eventually, I deleted it for 30 days and therefore added friction to using the app. By day 10, the urge was gone. By day 30, I permanently deleted my account. Here's what this looks like in practice. If you want to work out in the morning, sleep in your gym clothes. Put your shoes by the bed. If you want to read before bed, put the book on your pillow. Charge your phone in another room. If you want to eat healthy, keep healthy food visible at eye level. Put junk food in hard to reach places. James Clear calls this environment design. You're not changing yourself, you're changing your surroundings. And that makes all the difference. Step 3. Tell your brain exactly when and where the habit happens. Your brain loves specificity. Vague goals like, I'll exercise more, almost never work. Specific plans like, I'll do 10 push-ups after I brush my teeth, work way better. This is called implementation intentions, and research shows it can double your success rate. The formula is simple. If this happens, I will do this habit. For example, if you want to meditate, you might say, if I finish brushing my teeth, I will sit down immediately and start meditating for 2 minutes. The if part is your trigger, an existing habit that you already do consistently. The then part is your new habit. This removes decision making. You're not waking up thinking, should I meditate today? When? Where? You already decided and your brain just follows the plan. Create your if-then statement right now. Write it down. Put it somewhere visible. This one change will dramatically improve your success rate. Before we continue, let me tell you about something that will make this even easier. All of these 6 steps are part of the complete system I teach in AI Wellbeing Mastery. It's a course specifically designed to help you build new habits around nutrition, fitness, sleep recovery, and mental health. Inside, you get the full implementation framework, AI prompts that customize everything to your life, tracking templates so you never miss a day, and a community of people who work towards the same goals. It's $47 for lifetime access. That is less than one personal training session. And you get the complete system that covers every aspect of your well-being. If you've been struggling to make habits stick, this is exactly what you need. The link is in the description below. Now let's get back to the framework with the final 3 steps. Step 4. Tell someone what you're doing. Research shows you're 65% more likely to complete a goal if you commit to someone. This doesn't need to be complicated. You don't need an elaborate system. When I did my Instagram deletion challenge, I told a few people that external accountability made a huge difference. I didn't want to let them down and I didn't want to admit that I failed. Find one person, send them a message right now. Hey, I'm starting a 30-day challenge too. Your habit? Can I check in with you once a week? That's it. One person, one weekly check-in. If you can't find someone, join a community. Post your progress publicly. The act of sharing creates psychological commitment. Don't try to do this alone. Step 5. Gradually increase the difficulty over time. Remember step 1? Start stupidly small. This is where you scale up. But here's the key. Do it gradually. Week 1. Establish the bare minimum habit. Just show up. Week 2 to 3. Slowly increase the intensity, duration, or complexity of the habit. Week 4. Get closer to your target level. This prevents burnout. It prevents the all or nothing mindset that destroys streaks. And it gives your brain time to adapt. Think of it like weight training. You don't load the barbell with 100 kilograms on day 1. You start light and add weight over time. The same principles apply to habits. Start light and add weights gradually. Your brain will thank you. Step number 6. Prepare for the days you'll want to quit. Here's something nobody tells you. Day 2 to 3 and week 2 are the points where most people give up. Day 1 is easy because you're motivated. But in day 2 and 3, the novelty wears off. You're tired. You don't feel like it. Week 2 is even worse. The initial excitement is gone. Results aren't obvious. You start thinking, what's the point? Here's how you survive. Plan for these days in advance. Write yourself a note. On day 2, I'll feel like quitting. I won't. I'll do the minimum version instead. Lower your standard temporarily. If you can't do 10 minutes, do 2. If you can't do 2 minutes, do 30 seconds. Just don't break the streak. Remind yourself why you started. Write down your reason on day 1 and then read it on day 2. The people who make it to day 30 aren't the most motivated. They're the ones who planned for the inevitable dip. Let me tell you what happens after day 30. Here's the truth. 30 days is just the beginning. By day 30, the habits feel easier. It's becoming automatic, but it's not fully wired into your brain yet. Research shows that it can take 66 days or more, depending on the complexity. So on day 31, you keep going, but now it's easier. The resistance is lower. The mental effort is less. And eventually it becomes something you just do. No willpower required. That's the goal. Not 30 perfect days. A lifetime of consistent action. Let me recap the 6 steps quickly. Number 1, start stupidly small. So easy you can't say no. Number 2, design your environment. Make the right choice the easy choice. Number 3, use if-then planning. Remove decision fatigue. Number 4, get an accountability partner. Don't do this alone. Number 5, progressive overload. Scale up gradually. Number 6, survive the critical days. Plan for days 2 to 3 and week 2. This isn't theory. This is what worked for me when everything else failed. Meditation, Instagram deletion, making videos consistently, all built using this exact framework. If you want the complete implementation system, check out AI Wellbeing Mastery. Inside you get the full 5-module habit system, an AI prompt library customized to your life, community access with weekly check-ins, and lifetime updates as I improve the course. All of it for just $47 today. And you have 60 days to go through everything. If you don't feel it's worth at least double what you paid, email me. I'll refund you immediately, no questions asked. If you're ready to finally make habits stick, this is your chance. The link is in the description below. Click it and you'll be inside the course in 90 seconds. You can start your first module today. And remember, you're not starting from zero. You're starting with more knowledge than you had 12 minutes ago. The question isn't whether you can build habits. The question is whether you'll use a system that works. Stop relying on motivation. Start using this framework. I'll see you in the next video.